Close Racing Supply in Eldred, Pennsylvania has been in business since 1996, serving the motorsports industry with quality parts and components for dirt late models, modifieds, and stock lip race cars. Check out the expanded inventory at their new larger location or give them a call at 814-225-3250. In stock at Close Racing Supply are parts from the most popular manufacturers like All-Star Performance, Ware's Machine, Dynamic Drive Lines, Winter's Performance, Willwood, Quick Car Racing Products, and many others. They also manufacture their own quality CRS race components. Check out the website at closeracingsupply.com or follow them on Facebook.
Here we go. Max Blair and Joe Martin will lead them down to the green flag. 30 laps the distance. Green flag is out. Blair leads him into turn number 1 as he takes the early advantage over Joe Martin. Meanwhile, here comes Brad Mesler charging up through as he goes side by side with Martin down the backstretch. Mesler takes the second spot. Martin falls back to third in the 10S car, starts to squeeze down to the low side, blocking the move by Genco. Wonderling bounces in turn number 4, gets sideways, but keeps it going with car number 3J. The 136 of Pangrazio getting around Wonderling. Everybody duking it out around the speedway, a little bit of bouncing it, jamming it up. Here comes Genco to the inside of car number 10S of Martin. Genco looking to the inside of Martin. Martin started second. He's trying to hang on to it as Genco gets underneath car number 10S and takes over the number 2 spot. Max Blair's blasted away. Brad Mesler trying to chase down the number double OK. Mesler having a standout event here tonight at Erie's. Mesler picked up a win earlier this year at Bradford Speedway. This could be one of his best career runs with the Rush League Model Touring Series. Down the back stretch, it's Genco all alone in third. Meanwhile, Martin holding up fourth with Homan in fifth. Homan looking to get down to the low side as he squeezes underneath Martin coming through turn number 4. Joe Martin not getting a great setup so far. Oh, we got trouble here on the front stretch. Brayton Santee, the whole side of that car destroyed with Rasey also involved. I missed that accident coming out of turn number 4. Not sure what happened. You can see Santee's entire right side on the rear end is total. All right, here we go. Green flag is back out. Blair underway. Here comes Mesler on the outside. Mesler charging top side of the speedway. He tries to close in on Blair down the back stretch. That 87S car, Mesler doing a bang-up job here tonight. He looks to the inside of Blair. Can't find any racing room. Blair leads over Mesler, Genco. Jeremy Wonderling up into the number 4 spot, followed by Joe Martin. Working through turns 1 and 2 now. Zimmerman trying to hold off Pangrazio, who's hugging the inside rail. Mesler moving to the top side of the track. That move isn't going to work for Brad because Genco's coming right in at a 29J. Everyone making their way through 4, bounding their way through there. Staying too wide. Out front, it's Blair, Mesler, Genco, and Wonderling, followed by Martin. Kyle Zimmerman holds on to the number 6 spot. Then it's Pangrazio, Hess, Homan, and Dawson. Now we got a side-by-side battle attitude between Genco and Mesler. They've got 8 laps complete this time by Jason Genco, using the inside lane to get by Brad Mesler. Genco knows his track like the back of his hand. Mesler having to give him some room on the inside. Genco still trying to race side by side with Mesler as Blair starts to move away. That battle allowing Blair to pull away in car number double OK. Here comes Genco bound into the inside of 4 as Mesler comes back to the outside. Genco can't grab the bite on the inside lane in 4, and Jeremy Wonderling trying to chase Genco through there as well. This time by, it's 10 laps in and 20 to go. Here comes Blair and closing on lap traffic soon. Genco secures the 2nd spot now from Mesler over there in 3 and 4. Mesler trying to hold off Jeremy Wonderling next as they head off at turn number 2. Max Blair, car number 00K for Caleb McManus, working it into turn number 1 now, closing out on the lap cars. As Genco wants to close in, and Wonderling gets underneath Mesler down the front stretch into turn number 1. He takes over the number 3 spot. 12 laps are complete this time by for Blair. There he goes, streaking past. Yellow flag is out as we've got a spinner up in turn number 1. Close it up there at the back. Here we go with 11 down. Green flag is back out. Blair trying to hold off Genco this time. Mesler and Wonderling making a little contact. Martin getting up in there too. And Zimmerman gets by. Mesler in trouble with the 87. He seems to be slowing and getting in everyone's way. He has a problem. Brad Mesler in the 87, a flat. Left rear, big wreck in the back stretch as everyone jams up. One car sliding through the infield all the way into turn number 4. But there was some heavy contact back there between a couple of cars at the back of the pack as everyone was slowing up as Brad was trying to get out of the way. Red flag comes out. I think it's Mike Wonderling back there in the number 18 car. I believe he's one of them. The other car looks like the number 2 of David Parker is back there. David Parker, one of the cars on the track. I believe it's the 18 of Mike Wonderling. Also out there, Brad Mesler now going off the speedway in turn number 2. All right, we'll go green. Brad's going to be under speed already when he gets there. There we go. Green flag is out. Jason Genco cannot get by Blair on the outside, so he switches lanes, goes to the inside into turn number 3. Jason Genco right there side by side with Blair. Blair sees him. He holds on to the number 1 spot over Genco. Wonderling in 3rd. Martin in 4th. Zimmerman in 5th. Battle between Homan and Pangrazio for the number 7 spot. Meanwhile, Dave Hess Jr. right there as well in car number 7 out to the outside of Homan. As Genco tries to close back in on Blair. 13 laps are complete. Brunell pulls into the infield. He's out of the race in the 31B. Cars start to separate out there. Meanwhile, Genco trying to chase down Blair with 14 down. Halfway point is here. 15 down, 15 to go. Genco still right there with Blair. The gap, this time by a 0.479 seconds. We'll see if Genco's closing it up. He's all over Blair going into turn number 3. Closing it back up off of 4. Let's see if Blair's opened up any gain at all. That time 4.61 is the distance, 0.461. A little closer that time. Santee is crawling his way back through the field. He's up into the number 13 spot after that early crash. Working through turn number 1. 0.406 that time by as Genco continues to close the gap. I'll tell you what, Blair's got the best advantage coming off a 2 down the backstretch. It's through 4 where Genco really's got something for Blair. That time it stayed about the same at 4.64, but once they get lap traffic, it's going to be interesting to see if Blair can clear it before Genco. Genco slides up a little bit, loses ground on the Blair car. This time by 10 laps to go. 10 to go for Blair. Wonderling starting to close in with Martin and Zimmerman, and Pangrazio in trouble with the 136. He pulls into the infield. He's out of the race. Down out of turn number 4 this time by with 9 laps to go. They're starting to close in on that lap traffic. Genco losing sight a little bit of Blair. Now at 0.854 second distance between the 2 of them. Hess getting around Homan for the number 7 spot. And Pangrazio's car smoking out there. Either overheating or an engine problem. All right, here we go. We're into lap traffic now, with Brad Mesler in front of Max Blair. Genco sets him up. Going down the backstretch into turn number 3. Genco to the outside. He swings it high in turn number 4. Genco trying to get around Blair. Blair makes the move up to the top side. Now he's trying to go in between Mesler and the 36B of Beighey out of corner number 2. He gets around Mesler. Genco's got to get a bye as they work off of turn number 4. This time by with 6 laps to go. Blair getting underneath Beighey. Beighey, the lap car, number 36B, and Blair gets by Beighey now for the holding on to that number 1 spot. Wonderling still in third, followed by Martin, Zimmerman, Hess, and Homan. They're all in the same straight just about as they work off the turn. 5 laps to go. Genco is fed up. He's held up by the number 36B of Beighey. Blair now to the inside of Rasey as they work off of turn number 2. Down the back stretch now, Beighey giving a little bit of room to Genco. Genco down to the inside. Genco's going to swing by Beighey. Rasey holding off Blair so far as they work into turn number 1. Blair down on the low side. He should clear Rasey this time with 3 laps to go next time by. 3.5 down the back stretch. Blair getting by Rasey. Here comes Genco to the inside of Rasey. He tries to get by the 21J. They're side by side and knocking fenders. 3 laps to go for Blair. Blair trying to win his 7th career rush race here at this speedway. Down the back stretch, they race into turn number 3 and 4. Blair looking for his 32nd career feature win in the Rush Series. 7th here. Down the back stretch again, Genco trying to close in with less than 2 laps to go. Genco's going to see the white rag flying in the air. Can he catch Blair at all? White flag is out from starter Mike Rittinger. Genco screams into turn number 1. Tries to close in on a double OK. He might be able to make a move if Hauser holds up Blair. Blair in the McManus number double OK goes down to the inside. Genco trying the outside cushion. He can't do it. Blair will win the race. Checkered flag for Max Blair. Genco finishing in 2nd. Wonderling 3rd. Martin is 4th. And Hess Jr. moves up to 5th. Zimmerman, Homan 7th. Dawson is 8th. Billy Henry 9th. And it looks like Mike Knight finished in the 10th spot. We'll head trackside. Ladies and gentlemen, climbing out of the car. Let him hear it. Max Blair. You know, I got to joke with him a little bit. It's a little dangerous to wear your Miami Dolphin helmet in like near Buffalo Bills territory, but that's all right. $3,000 win, Max. Big smile on your face. I know you've been touring a lot with the Lucas Series. It's got to be good to be home and get a win.
Yeah, I love racing here. It's home, you know. I love coming here. I try to come every single chance I get, and it was a lot of fun. I wasn't sure exactly where to be on the racetrack. I felt better when I'd run a little higher up there, but I felt like as long as I protected the bottom, I didn't think I could get past. So I was just trying to be as cautious as I could there, and with lap traffic and stuff, you just never really know. So
it was an interesting race there with Genco. You had to be worried with the lap traffic and chasing behind it.
Yeah, I mean, I know how good he's been all year up here. So, when I seen he was in 2nd on that one restart on lap 10 or 11 or whatever it was, I knew we had to step our game up and, not make any mistakes. And, I almost think I did. I think I might have seen a glimpse of him out of 4 one time when I was trying to get underneath that one lap car there. So decided that we had to go right then.
This car is owned by and operated by Caleb McManus, who now works with you. What brings this team together, and how's it working?
So we brought Kayla on board to be my crew member. Heck, I don't even know. Must have been in beginning of June, I think it was, and that's going great. She's a great person. She's a really hard worker, and can't thank her enough for everything she's doing for the whole program. And Brad and Kayla's dad, they're great people. I really enjoyed getting to know them over the course of this year, and hopefully we can continue racing together for a long time. They're a lot of fun.
32 career wins, 7th career here at this track in the Rush Late Models. I think this is the winningest of any driver at any speedway. What does it mean to win in front of the hometown crowd like this?
Like I said, it's home. It'll always be home. I love coming here. I love seeing all the Blair shirts in the stands. I even love the few that still boo when we come. So it makes it a lot of fun. It's always fun to get to come race here in State Line. I love it.
Real quick, who else would you like to thank?
My dad. Without him, I couldn't do any of this. That's for sure. He's the reason all this happens. But I need to thank Briggs Transport and Boom and Steve for everything they've done for me this year and giving me an amazing opportunity and allowing me to come race this car when I have time to. All the sponsors that are on this car. I got to thank Brad, Centerline Motorsports, Kayla, my wife, McLean, he's here tonight. He hasn't seen me win a race in quite some time, so we pulled in today, and he actually asked his mom. He's like, "Mommy, has Daddy ever won a race here before?" So hopefully he's excited. He put a piece of duct tape on the car and told me it'd be good luck if I left it there, so it's still there.
Congratulations, Max.
All right, thank you.
Max Blair, ladies and gentlemen, picking up the win. And we'll get a hold of Jason Genco over here next. Jason, second place. I think this car actually may have been a little faster than that double OK a few times.
Yeah, I mean, I just didn't. They had that lap car there the one time, and I got a run out there, but it closed up to the wall a little too quick, and I didn't want to wreck the hell out of some race cars, so I felt better of it, and no shame in running second to him.
Well, tell us about the run tonight. Did you enjoy the car? Enjoy the run?
Yeah, it was good. I wanted to be on the outside on that race, or on the initial start, and it got me some ground where I needed to be, and just trying to buy some time. And it looked like he had 25 on the left rear, so I was just riding, seeing if he was going to slow down. He did a little bit, but he's very smooth in lap traffic. So,
who would you like to thank?
Jim Craig, Jason Badgley, all these sponsors on this car, Steve Swanko, Sensible Sales, Quick Fill is a huge help of ours, and there's about 25 more that help us go up and down the road, and we're very fortunate. I want to thank Vicki and Mike also for everything they do with the manufacturer's night, and you guys, it's pretty cool what they give back to us.
Thank you, Jason. Congratulations on a great runner-up.
Thank you.
Jason Genco, he'll get a nice shot, and here we'll get a 3-shot in just a minute. And our third place finisher, the winner here back in May, Jeremy Wonderling. Jeremy, congratulations on a nice third.
Thank you.
Your brother didn't do too well, but you got a third spot. He'll leave with a wreck car, but I'll tell you what, a little tough tonight, but it came out third. You got to be happy with that.
Yeah, I mean, starting fifth and racing with these guys, I mean, just to survive it through that, you know, and coming home in third place in one piece that's a pretty good night to me.
Who would you like to thank?
I got to thank Close Racing Supply, Terry Prince Contracting, Shuttleworth Auto Sales, Jim Stevens Penske Shocks, Southern Tier Ice, Dynamic Drivelines, Swift Springs, you know, everybody that helps, and, you know, Vicki and you guys were all putting this manufacturer's night together.
Thank you. And next week's Tyler County, you could be going for 3 in a row there. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, that place is a lot of fun. We'll give it a shot.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Jeremy Wonderling, driver car number 3J, finishes in third. Give him a round of applause.